the head coach of the Blue Hens in his 7th season there.
Whatever you did, I got some more noise. Whatever you did, I got some more volume or some sort.
Here are your Patriot starters. At guard, a 5'11" sophomore from South Jamaica, New York, number 13, Corey Edwards. Guard, a 6'4" redshirt junior from Mount Vernon.
About set to go. The Blue Hens of Delaware in the blue uniform. Patriots of George Mason in white. Howledge ready to jump against Higgins to start the game. George Mason comes in with a 14-9 overall record, winner of its last two. Patriots 7-4 in the conference. The Blue Hens are 11-12, 6-4 in the conference.
Starting with that pressure defense right there.
That's what Delaware was concerned about, Mark. There's a lot of pressure on them by the George Mason defense.
Yes,
very physical group.
Very physical, starting from the point guard going back to the big men. And they play that way and they stay that way.
All with pressure, they keep it going. Paul Hewitt, their coach, we asked him about what his big emphasis is on. He said anything involves defense, we emphasize.
Yeah, Coach Hewitt has did an outstanding job here last year. It's his second season here, but he's emphasizing defense, and he actually inherited a lot of these players. Good shot.
Sandler lets one fly, caroms up, but the offensive rebound goes to the Blue Hens. Brinkley working down low.
Offensive rebound there, got second chance. It's going to be good. You can see these big boys down in here. They played some right. They're really going down there.
Here's Sherrod Wright.
And look who's guarding him, Sadler.
Sadler's got to look at both ends. Top defender as well as the leading scorer. Down low. This is Arledge. Spin move.
Good move. Tried to use the rim. He tried to use the rim, protect himself against the shot block to get that shot off. Then he finished that.
Got some nice looking bigs in here though, Mark.
Yes, they do. A lot of athletes out here.
Here is Threet. He can shoot from the outside to bring the defense out to him. Brinkley down low.
Great ball by the big fella. Big fella, you know, Coach Moss said the one thing that he does, a lot of people know about it. The one thing he doesn't know, look at the great block right there, two-handed. Keep it in play.
Ryan Allen on the outside, waiting for a cutter. Ooh. Open look. Arledge, guy who's come off the bench to average 18 points a game in his last 3 games. Strokes the left-hand jumper. Tied up to 2. Brinkley gets an open look. He knocks it down.
Live, get the team to collapse it under the basket, kick it out for the open jumper. Good ball play.
Delaware has not won in this building since 2002.
Good screen. Good screen by Coach created that jump shot.
Now this Threet way up to get the defensive board. Good shooting backcourt player. Beautiful. Look as Threet knocks it down.
Yeah, that was a great screen there by Threet. It was a double screen. He didn't get over a person, so he reused it. Great play there. Great screen. Great job being patient.
Wright pulling up. Terrific look off the middle. And Sherrod Wright, an 18-point-a-game scorer.
Well, I got the right hand there, took the contact and created space to hit open shot.
You know, Mark, there are shots and there are quality shots.
There you go.
You got to create.
Good double team defense. Good job coming in from the weak side with his hands up to contest the pass.
Eric Copes knocked the ball over. Defense in position. What can Arledge do? Banging hard against Higgins. He's obviously got the green-white Mark Jackson.
They really do. They really going at the shot block. There's 2 different methods. You can stay away from him or you can attack him. They look to go to him and attack him. So bad D by Coach there.
I prefer to stay away from him. But
you got to attack and hopefully get him in foul trouble. First have to step up there when the drive comes to step up and show himself, be a presence.
Beautiful look off the river.
Good work there.
Delaware's hit 4 of its first 6 field goals, and now they can light back the other way with a good look. So both teams hot early, and Delaware on the road has a 9-6 lead.
Look at the pressure coming right here. Pressure them, getting at him.
There is the head coach, Monte Ross. 7th season as the head coach of Delaware. He was an assistant for 10 years under Phil Martelli at St. Joseph, Philadelphia.
Possession foul.
Now one of Phil Martelli Jr. is one of his assistant coaches. Johnny Cheech is now in the game. Freshman from Serbia, played prep school ball in California. Long ball look. Right on time from Devon Sadler.
Used that down screen, came off. It was a great pass from the big man. Skimming to him in motion to get the good shot.
Talking to Sherrod Wright yesterday, he said that Sadler is a volume shooter. A lot of points because of a lot of shots. There's a long ball. Beautiful look by Sherrod Wright.
Wide open look there. He looked down at the big man on the post. You turn your head, he's get out the open area and the pass is delivered. And he hit it.
Right now, Montez 5.
There you go.
So both teams off to a hot shooting start, and Delaware maintains a 3-point lead.
Section 118, Patriot Center. Our 2 racing cheerleaders are escorting our winners of the Interstate Moving and Storage Move of the Game. Today's winners are being upgraded to VIP row on the floor. Congratulations to our winners.
All right, right now we look at
Interstate Moving and Storage.
just gone to Gray. Welcome back. Mark Jansen. This is Don Pringy back at George Mason University, Fairfax, Virginia. Blue Hens of Delaware off to a hot shooting start and out to a 12-9 lead. What if they can keep this up, Mark?
I won a Big Ten. I'll tell you one thing. Josh Brinkley had Coach down there, really battling down there, but George Mason is really bringing a double team on the big kid, Jermaine Havens.
Blue Hens in the blue uniforms are shooting over 71% from the field to start this game. 5 of 7 field goals have hit 2 of 3 three-point tries. Very tough place to win, as mentioned. Delaware's not won here since 2002. Delaware with the ball.
Sadler telling everybody to move away.
George Mason, Mark, with that in-your-face man defense.
That's tough, and they don't let it up. They play 40 minutes on a dare the referee to call a foul.
Sadler with a beautiful shooting stroke. Devon Sadler Jr. from Aberdeen, Maryland. Co-captain, one of the team's leaders. Coach Monte Ross says he leads the way in everything we do. Drills in the game, and now a long ball. Rims out.
Arliss is very active.
Tremendous play by Arliss. Offensive rebound and the putback.
He's very active. He's doing an offensive end. He's playing good defense, and he's getting in there for a rebound.
And Mark is on the bench no more.
There you go.
He's a confirmed starter.
Looking back at that shot, look at the rebound position he gets there. Keeps it up, bangs in there. He gets a finish, a good finish there.
You prided yourself on your career at Temple and in the professional basketball with offensive rebounding. I think it's the most valuable commodity in the game, certainly the most underrated.
Very underrated, especially when your teammates are Allen Iverson. That's the only way you can get the ball sometimes.
Yeah, it's one way to get a possession. Don't inbound it, you won't see it again.
I've heard that.
Right now, Blue Hens ready to inbound the ball, ready to bring it in, is Kyle Anderson, who's been shooting well lately.
He has. He started last game 3 for 3. Got hit him out, had to get some stitches, came back late in the second half. There he is, coming off the double screen, curl action. Fingers out, a little outside his area. They're really bringing a double team to keep him in check early.
Beautiful work inside, both the dish and the bank shot by big Josh Brinkley, a co-captain at 6'6", 250.
Doing a good job finishing with contact. He went up, he wanted that contact when he finished.
Brinkley scoring well.
Doing pretty good, got 6 points already. Get him an additive there. Good.
Ryan Allen, down low, ball knocked away. Fight for it.
Good hustle on the
Lead
floor.
pass. Al McGuire used to say, you know how bad they want it, but how many bodies are on the floor. Look at this to Brinkley.
Brinkley right here. Looking for the ball here. Look how he waited for the contact, was able to finish. That's a lot of big men nowadays in the Division I cannot finish with contact. That's what separates them from good and bad.
Driving look to the basket. Not able to get there. Blue Hens. Ron Sadler looking to attack the glass when he can.
Great screen. Started with Arliss setting the down screen right there. When he got that, because Arliss set a great down screen from the curl off for the easy shot.
And it is a 17-13 game. Delaware now shooting 7 of 9 from the field. 76% field goal shooting. Too much on it off the right hand of Sadler. Let's watch that inbounds play from the end zone here, Mark.
Great screen. Look at Arliss. Pushes his man down there. Did you notice that he didn't screen the other man? He screened his own man before they were switched. That's how they got the open shot.
Leading scorer in the game so far is Devon Sadler, 19-point-a-game score. He's got 8 already today.
Basically getting an easy early break there. He did an outstanding job keeping him in this game. Battling down low, getting rebounds, and finishing and getting opportunity.
That's Anderson leads in the game, and Larry Savage comes in for the Blue Hens. Inbounds to Baptiste, who's just entered the game. Carl Baptiste, a 6'9 junior. They've got size, both these teams.
They got height and width for size. Not just the lift, they got the girth too.
Yeah, there's some big bodies in there. Brinkley forced when he was in, 6 points. They're going to rest right now. Close couple chances, and Eric Pope's rebound.
Holmes is a very adequate shot blocker. Even if he didn't get a piece there, he changed the shot on that. Holmes coming off hip surgery this past offseason. According to his coach, has only been 100% the last 10 to 14 days. Look for big things out of him from now.
Copes had back surgery last May, but now he's battling back into peak form. Here's Sadler. Offensive rebound taken down by Savage.
Nice shot. Should have bung that out. Got something better than that. Got an offensive rebound, quick shot, quick three-pointer there. Should have bung it out, set it up. They had 35 seconds on that clock.
Mark, you don't need a shot clock in this game.
No, you don't. No, you don't. They keep the tempo going, aren't they? That was a hit-about shot by Savage. Should have bung it out, got something better. Coach Ross is telling that right now.
Foul call on Sadler. His first, and the ball turns over to the Patriots of George Mason.
Set the screen down.
12:09 to go in the first half. Got up and down. Canapel. Savage with a real good look going high to get the defensive board.
Look who has it. Let's see. Spin move.
Higgins moved to the basket, doesn't go on. 10 men running now. Ryan Allen gets it out.
Higgins could have got a better shot than that. Let me tell you what's happening there. George Mason's doing an outstanding job bringing a double team. Higgins getting a little frustrated, decided to force that shot. Could have got something a little bit better.
Janicic. Freshman from Serbia, can't get it to go. We stay at 17-13. Kick out to 3. Great. This is Sherrod Wright.
That's what he does. Draws the foul. That's what Sherrod right there. He creates the contact.
So, a hot early start. The Blue Hens have now missed their last 6 shots. They lead by 4.
All right, Mason Nation, 40 days through the restaurant. It's proud to
Delaware, the road team leading 17-13, building that the Blue Hens have now won in since 2002. They started out this day with unbelievably hot shooting. They tailed off now, missing their last 6, but Mason's been missing also as the game wears on after spectacular open shooting. And it's a 17-13 game, Delaware. These teams and the Colonial Athletic Association look to position themselves for the 17 conference tournament coming up in Richmond. George Mason in the 1700s was the author of the Virginia Bill of Rights, which was really the paradigm model of the United States Bill of Rights, one of the founding fathers. It was a little before the guy put up the peach basket in Springfield to start this game.
Just a little bit before my time. How would you feel about this up-tempo game right now?
You gotta like it.
Yeah, you got to.
They're on horseback today, right now, ready to inbound the ball against the press.
Great press. Great pressure on the ball out of bounds. There's the George Mason pressure, yeah.
whistle stops play.
George Mason, that kind of hurts you. He hurts your momentum when you bring your press.
Check on the shot clock.
You bring your press and they stop the play. Great pressure on the ball by Marco Galici right there. Here's the play, and he comes to double. Great job by Delaware finding the open man and breaking that press easily.
Monte Davis coaching hard from the sideline as his Blue Hens are ready to inbound the ball. See George Mason, a tough team. Allowing over 63 points a game.
You were doing an outstanding job. He emphasizes defense on his team. They bring the pressure. All their guards do a great job pressuring that ball.
His second.
Foul call on Edwards. That's his second.
Edwards, coach, you were told me that he had a major ankle injury in high school his junior year. Major.
Corey Edwards from Jamaica, New York, sophomore. 5-point a game scorer. He's a playmaker. They look for him to set people up.
Was a scorer in high school. After his ankle injury, he became more of a distributor.
Baptiste. Short on his shot. Rebound to Brian Allen, backline player for George Mason. 10:38 to go in the first half.
Folks and Baptiste battling down there. Folks in the easy position. They didn't look at him though. Great pass.
A long launch. Bertel Hans has come in.
Got started because of penetration. Penetration, driving, kick. Drive, draw the defenders to you, then kick it out for the three. Duke style of play.
It's a good style of play.
Yeah. Depending on what your rank is.
Well, you don't want to be number one anymore.
No, you do not.
Until the last game is played. Delaware scoreless in the last 4 minutes. Well, now they'll shoot for three.
Solid. Penetrating, drawing. Everybody knows he's scoring. He's going to shoot. He drew 3 defenders to him, and he gave a great pass to Batiste.
And one.
Look at that. Look at the drive and the find. Great finish by Batiste. Very good finish by Batiste, but it was a bigger, better pass by Sadler. Knowing that he's going to cause double and triple teams the time he penetrates.
Copes was called for the foul. 14 fouls on George Mason, 2 on Delaware. Baptiste completes a 3-point play.
Good form of that. Delaware bringing some pressure. Look at this. Page out of George Mason's book. Easily breaking that.
Biggest lead for Delaware right now, 6-point advantage. Lots of people going up.
They're really busting it. They're really fighting in there. A lot of pushing and shoving going on.
This foul's on the leg of the
People could be.
Saddam has practice school there because he threw the head up. He might be fine if this is the NBA.
It's not easy underneath today. A very physical game that was expected.
Good job here. A nice build on him. Very strong athlete. Very strong. He can take that. He initiates it, but he also receives a lot of it also because he's aggressive. Trying to find somebody.
Sadler, 8 points so far. He is a man that will launch the ball, as you know, Mark Jackson. Sadler is a shoot first guy.
Yes, he is. All the shoulders out looking. Great cross-court pass. Good ball movement by George Mason.
Rimming out.
Missed shot, but it was great ball movement.
Tipped over to Jarvis, 3. Blue Hens of Delaware running. And 3 with a nice soft look off the dribble. It's a 22-14 lead for Delaware.
He probably got that shot because he prodded off that pick and roll instead of his throwing through it. Being patient, seeing the floor.
Delaware with its biggest lead of the day.
Veterans here today for their commitment, sacrifice, and service to our country. Would you all please stand up so that we can...
Good afternoon, and we welcome you to George Mason University. Don Crickey with former Temple great Mark Jackson. The standings in the CAA conference show that Northeastern is the leader as they jockey now for positions in the upcoming conference tournament to be played in Richmond. And this matchup today, Delaware just a half game behind George Mason. Delaware has not won here since 2002, but the Blue Hens came out.
Delaware number 32.
Some great shooting. Now they've built a 22-14 lead over the favored Patriots of George Mason.
Sherrod Wright, very good player, is helping his team get it. He's having a pretty good game so far. Getting there, causing contact, shooting open shots, not forcing many things. Coach posted on the block.
Very physical game, a lot of banging inside, a lot of bodies on the floor. Down low the ball goes, and a turnaround jump shot up and down off the hand of Eric Copes.
Let me tell you how Copes got that. Copes acted like he was posting, then they didn't look where he actually was going to cross. The defender relaxed and he reposted for better position. Great job, good job even looking for him.
Here's Brian Allen intercepting a pass. Sherrod Wright can't get it to go. Brinkley takes it down. Full speed ahead. Anderson. Pass.
Let him get started in a long night. Mason. Coach Rock said Coach really believes if he gets started, he opens the floor for everyone else. Kyle Anderson that is.
Kyle Anderson with that long stroke there, Mark, now has built the Blue Hens to a 9-point advantage.
Robert coming up the double screen down. Great job being patient, not forcing that shot. Pick and roll action, Coach sets a pick. Good help defense. Good defense in the pick and roll.
Virtually every possession has been people on the floor. They're going hard at the ball today. Delaware by 9, 25-16. We'll be back to George Mason in a moment. Welcome back to George Mason, where underdog Delaware's off to a fast start with a 25-16 lead. Don Quickie with the former Temple great Mark Jackson. Some guy just proposed to his girlfriend out there at center court.
I was hoping she'd say yes.
Got everything going on here today, but Delaware's playing some great basketball. They haven't won here since 2002, but they're really shooting the ball well, and they're contesting for every ball.
They really are. They're hustling and getting on for Salas and for Brinkley. Doing an outstanding job on both ends. Both outstanding job.
All right, these teams jockeying for position in the Colonial Athletic Association Conference Tournament coming up. George Mason, of course, the team that lived the dream season in 06. When as a mid-major, they advanced to the Final Four of the NCAA tournament.
Delaware got 7 assists, 10 field goals. Right there, Arledge had opportunity to shoot that mid-range jump shot. He chose to drive against the shot blocker and create contact. Put that shot block in foul trouble. Good decision by Arledge. He's playing a very good game today. He's doing a very good job, being patient, finding an open man when he gets the ball. But they're really going at him when Hagen's got him and see what he can do.
Joe Shen is the young man who proposed to his girlfriend, Ellen. We think she said yes.
Thanks, Shen. Good, she said yes. She said no, we've been talking about something different. This is Arledge's last 3 games, career highs in each game. 14 against Drexel, 19 George Mason, 21 over Dominion. He's going hard tonight. Today, he really is.
He doesn't miss in that line either. That's 21 in a row he's made. The last 21 free throws. Arledge, a guy who stepped in when Johnny Williams suffered a concussion. As you mentioned, those good scoring games in the last 3 games. Arledge averaging 18 points a game.
Sherrod Wright pressuring Kyle Anderson, no need to shoot and not giving up no space. to get that shot off.
College Mark is on the bench no more. He's a starter. Tough man defense.
Right guard and Salad, the two superstars of the team. George Mason got that turnover. They had help defense. When Salad penetrated, everybody's watching. The man jumped for the ball. Everyone jumped for the ball. Balls are clogging the paint. Little handoff on it from right pulls up a three. Hopes in there battling. Good pass.
Whistle stops play as right now we have a pause in the action with 7:02 to play in the first half. 25-18 lead. Paul Hewitt's team 24-9 last year. And Monte Ross, the coach of Delaware, his club coming in at 11-2. Mason is 14-9 this year.
Yeah, very good ball. Penetration, good hot side B by Brinkley. Bounce around right for the three. Offensive foul on Coates early after a rebound. Did a good job battling. He did have his arms on the back of his back. His opponent's back.
Copes is called for the foul. That's his second personal foul on Eric Copes.
I think they're going to let him play there. He had no reason to be upset there. You got to control your emotions. Referees going to call their game. They don't change many calls, so leave them alone.
Paul Hewitt, the coach of George Mason, we asked him what he emphasizes. He said anything to do with defense we emphasize, but today, particularly early on, Delaware is unlocked. This very aggressive man defense of George Mason. Coming out to a lead. Good look off the dribble, but no shot. No good, and down the ball comes to Brian Allen.
Down low to Marco, loses it. Good pass. Oh, look at Arledge ducked in on Higgins. Arledge is really looking to be aggressive on Higgins. He's calling for the ball. Good show by him. Oh, look at that. Great pass. Great pass.
Arledge is good. He's the first. So now it is a 25-20 game. Blue Hens in the blue uniforms.
Look how Higgins get the ball. They all double teaming him. Force him to make a pass. He made a good pass to Brinkley.
Yeah, fights his way up, and he'll shoot.
Byron Allen was the last pass on that dive by Arledge. I took a little hit to the midsection. He's walking it off. He's fighting it. Look good.
Brian Allen,
took a left kick to the midsection there. Might hurt a little bit. Walking it off, so he's walking it off, being a true competitor.
Meanwhile, Brinkley goes to the free throw line. Big guy, 6'5", 6'6", 250, a co-captain.
He's a recipient of some good passes from the guy.
So, Larry Savage coming back in the game, a sophomore. And Higgins goes out. Jamel Higgins, one of the co-captains for Delaware. Paul Hewitt coaching hard. 11 years he spent at Georgia Tech, had some outstanding teams.
Yes, sir. It's a championship appearance. I believe they had 6 first-rounders by YG Tech. It's a large number there. Every player would love to go there because they hit that number.
Brinkley, an 8-point-a-game scorer, Mark, has 8 points already today.
Yeah, he's recipient. They really find him. The Salah, when somebody penetrates, George Mason big guys are stepping up and then dropping it to him, and he's getting these easy buckets and causing fouls.
Monte Davis told us in practice last night, I think we're going to play real well today, and so far they've been doing that.
There he is. The shooter. They want to get him off. They want to get him off.
Savage could not control the rebound, and the ball is back inbounds to George Mason as the freshman. Ujanicic from Serbia inbounds the ball. Here's Brian Allen, junior guard from Largo, Maryland, working in the back line for George Mason.
Oh, bad pick.
Look at the teams have been shooting a lot of threes today. George Mason has only hit 1 of 10.
But they keep shooting. They open. You know, when you open, you got to keep shooting. If you have that confidence, you got to keep shooting. If you off, you got to shoot till you get back on. Great pass. Great, nice. Oh, you got to finish that. Perkins can control that rebound. That was a great find, great shot. Very good shot, very good shot.
If you're not hitting, keep shooting because you're going to get hot. Right?
There you go. I remember Coach Cheney used to tell players, if you off shoot, you get back on. When you get on shoot, you get back off. When you get off shoot, you get back on.
In other words, unload.
There you go. He also only tell the guards that, though.
We got guys that are really shooting today. They talk about Devon Sadler, co-captain of Delaware, being a volume shooter. Sherrod Wright said, we hope, he's probably going to get 20, but we hope it takes him 20 shots to do it.
You prefer to get it up. If he can shoot the ball. If he wants to get 20, and he's shooting under 50%, under 40%, that's great for you as a defensive team. Good pass, all this with the easy.
This guy was on the bench most of the year. He looks like a pro.
Yeah, he does. He's looking good. He's being aggressive. He looks like he's really into the game there.
Well, we mentioned he's been averaging 18 points a game his last 3 starts, and today he has 10 already.
You think he's going to match that career high again? Surpass it?
Oh, I think he will, yeah. He's going for bonus right now.
Yes, he is.
Harlan's called for the foul. His first.
Start with the screen. He rolled with contact. His man found him. He was able to finish that left hand. That was a little gimme. Good job concentrating finishing there.
And that mark is 18 fouls on Mason, George Mason, and only 4 on Delaware.
Delaware's doing a good job of calling the contact. There you go. George Mason's aggressive style of play on defensive end forces the referees to blow their whistle almost every single call. How many civics down the play, down the court?
Devon Sadler from Aberdeen, Maryland. I believe that Cal Ripken Jr. owns the minor league baseball team there.
Oh, wow. That's a game like that.
Sadler has 10. It's a 29-22 game, Delaware.
Sadler's not disappointed. He's trying to come in here and get victorious. Good cross action there. Right knowledge on the lower block.
Ryan Allen looking for a spot.
Over there paint with that dribble. Not giving up that dribble. Young kids of the day, look at that. Not giving up that dribble. Maintain it.
Man, right.
Look at the athletic ability by able to control that ball. They definitely did it.
Full speed ahead. Lots of collisions, just like we like it. 29-22 Delaware. And Mason looking to get the open look. A great move to the basket, but it doesn't go. This guy, how he could be on the bench most of the year. He got his chance when Johnny Williams suffered a concussion, unfortunately. He's made use of his opportunity. Patrick Holloway on the fly loses control of the ball.
Sally's looking to be aggressive here. Behind him back. Good play to Higgins. Good pass. He missed it. They're really going at it down low. Quickly gets called for a foul right there. They're really going at it down there.
Second foul on Brinkley. Harwich has the last 8 points for George Mason. Don't miss the world's toughest athletes as they take on the world's biggest bulls tonight from Anaheim, California. It's the PBR Built for Tough Series Liftmaster Invitational. Tune in at 10 Eastern only on CBS Sports Network. They say mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Mrs. Jackson said, "Go ahead, Mark." There you are.
Yeah, I do team roping and some rodeos. I do some team roping in the rodeos down in Florida. I enjoy it. I grew up in the city, but I always wanted a horse. Once I got on a horse, I always wanted to rope. Once I wanted to rope, I wanted to compete, and that's what I do now. I love it.
That's not a joke. Mark Jack actually competes
Team roping.
team roping.
Calling for it on the block. He wants it. He knows he's feeling it. He
scored, defend, and rebound.
I don't want to move. Hook shot. They call with the chicken wing. They call that the old chicken wing move. But he's being aggressive. I think he has Hagen's number. He knows he can score on him, but he's going at him. Good job being aggressive. As a coach, you'll take that if your big man's making an aggressive move to the basket. You'll take that.
Arledge is just a terrific player. Getting his look, John Arledge from nearby Silver Spring, Maryland, a junior, 6'9", comes in averaging 7 points a game, but averaging 18 a game in his last 3 games all starts. He's made 21 of his last 21 free throws.
I'll answer 3 with the ball fake first.
Here comes Holloway, leading a 3-on-2 break.
Oh, what a no-look pass. Oh, Marco Janici got to finish that. Great no-look pass. Sanders really handling the ball. Sanders got his position. Got a mismatch on the block. Batista there.
Rebound to Mason. Mason down by 5. They trail by as many as 9 in this game.
This opportunity, you got to hit that.
He heard you. He heard you. Okolocha, redshirt sophomore from Brooklyn, New York. Drills it.
Another New York player. Oh, athletic. Not able to finish. Got away with a foul. Oh, they're really playing in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Paul Hewitt, the coach of Mason, is he's perplexed by it all, but he sat back down. Officials are Jeff Nichols, Sean Hall, and Haywood Bostic, and they've had a full workload today. Blowing whistles on this game. It's competitive.
Great pass. 3-point play off a loose ball. I mean, a misplay up until Delaware. George Mason takes advantage up with that 3.
And the free throw line is Baptiste. Kyle Baptiste, a junior from Pittstown, New Jersey. 60% free throw shooter.
Strong kid.
Coming up on AT&T at the half, Brent Stover and John Rothstein will preview the rest of the day's action, plus first half highlights and stats. All that and much more on AT&T at the half. We're at George Mason University. Don Crickey with Mark Jackson, the former Temple great. CAA college basketball. George Mason, a team that went to the Final Four in 06 as a mid-major. The NCAA tournament now at 7 of 7 from the line for Delaware and back to a 4-point lead. For the first 8 minutes of the game, Delaware was shooting over 70% from the field.
Sherrod Wright posting up on Sadler. Team's 2 top scorers. Good. Whoa. Into the middle, back to the baseline, turn and shot over his opponent. Sadler has at least put a hand in his face. Got to make sure to contest his shot. Can't give up that.
With Sherrod Wright, ESA. Sherrod told us yesterday we're really starting to get into our top-level play. We had to adjust to the loss of 3 senior starters who graduated. So right now, we're starting to play really good basketball, and they're starting to come back in this game.
There we are. Sherrod Wright's really going at Sadler. Sherrod Wright with the rebound there.
The game continues full speed ahead. Turning it over, 1-on-2 break.
Good hands by Higgins. Lee calls it, does a good job. 10 Gardens in here. Both teams leading score. Going at a great job. Probing to the middle, fake baseline, and pull up over Sadler. Great shot, and he screamed that one. I think he's feeling a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
And Corey Edwards, Mark, just picked up his 3rd personal foul for George Mason. 10 team fouls on Mason.
Corey whoever's taking out three is going to hurt you because he initiates the pressure defense. You said he is the reason why they're so tough defensively. Because if anyone is not in the jock with the other person, they're not playing hard-nosed D, he picks them up. That hurts him going out the game with 3 fouls.
Delaware making a big difference at the line. That's 8 of 8 now. And Delaware has only 5 team fouls so far, with 1:10 to play in the first half. So now they slow the pace down a bit. Down by 4. George Mason on the home floor with the ball. Here's their top scorer, Sherrod Wright.
Sat out the game, got a new defender on him.
Oh, there's a launch. Savage rebound.
Going up high for that rebound. Savage went up real high for that rebound.
Well, there were shots and there were quality shots. That wasn't a quality shot. That was a launch.
Launch is more like it.
33-29. Delaware still holding the lead. They've led all the way so far in this game. Delaware coming in, thinking they were going to play well today, and they have, but it's taken some very high percentage shooting and a big advantage at the free throw line to keep them on top.
Yes, they are. They're not selling for them threes, not selling for them jumpers. They're attacking. And George Mason being so aggressive, it's kind of making it easy for the referee to call them foul. When you're being aggressive, the other team's not backing out, they're attacking. The referee has to call it, and Delaware is taking advantage of the hidden free throws.
Mark Jackson, you played professional basketball, both in Europe and then in the NBA for 8 years. You see anybody out here that really catches your attention if you were a scout?
If you was a scout, you're definitely keeping a close eye on Higgins. He has an athletic build, he's a rebounder, and he has a specialty. He blocks shots and he rebounds. You have a specialty now, you can make it in the NBA. NBA's lacking big guys to have a specialty.
Well, your calling card was offensive rebounding.
Yeah, look at that.
If you do that, you'll get a spot.
Right there, Higgins going middle. He dipped his shoulder with the drop step. He rushed the hook. He should have took his time. One thing a lot of big guys have, they don't have the patience. Kevin Garnett used to teach this. I used to learn from Kevin McHale in Minnesota how to be patient when you have a block. Do not rush. Be patient and things will come to you.
The foul is on Baptiste. Now, I know you're a great believer when you're practicing. You practice your moves slowly.
Yes.
Explain that.
It's not all about speed. You know, in this game of basketball, it's about counters. You have to give your defender an opportunity to fall from the fake, to go to the counter before you hit him with the counter. Right now, nowadays, Higgins is trying to go a little bit too fast. He needs to slow it down, give his game a chance to create.
And you coach a lot of professional players.
Yes.
And
in the summertime, I do workouts for big men in the NBA who want to go to their games and top some college players.
And that'll do it for the first half of play. 33-29 is the count. Delaware on the road with a 4-point lead. Delaware 33, George Mason 29. Stay tuned for AT&T in the half. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.
And now, folks, please welcome the Masonettes and the Junior Masonettes. The Junior Masonettes are dancers in kindergarten through 8th grade. They attend the dance group on Friday night and learn the routine with the Masonettes. The annual Junior Mason Summer Camp will be in early August. For updates and information, please check gomason.com.
You too. I mean, it was a good half.
The shot. Oh, it almost went in. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Big finish. Dreams to come true.
Nearby to the nation's capital, the goodbye to the nation's capital. The CBS Sports Network comes to you from George Mason University, Fairfax, Virginia, where today the Patriots host the Blue Hens of Delaware. A look at the conference standing shows Northeastern leading the way. Right now as they jockey for position in the upcoming conference tournament, Delaware is just a half game behind George Mason. Good afternoon, everyone. Don Quickie with former Temple great Mark Jackson. George Mason, we all remember, is the mid-major that lived the dream, went to the Final Four in the 2006 NCAA championships. And this is a rising Mason team also, led by what might be, Mark, one of the best guards in the country, and Sherrod Wright. This guy's good.
This guy's better than good. Let me tell you about it. This guy has the ability to really get to his right hand and get in the paint and finish with contact. He thrives on contact. He really does. Look at this. Really, the little step off, little push off, ref they call it. Scoring, get into the right hand, get it, and finishing with the N1. That's Sherrod Wright's good for.
John Arledge is a rising player also for George Mason. He got the start last few games because of an injury to Johnny Williams. Arledge is averaging 18 points a game in the last three.
Last three, and in 3 consecutive games, scoring for career highs in each game. Doing an outstanding job, getting and helping his team. Even when a man goes down, man steps up.
Paul Hewitt, the coach of George Mason, told us he believes that 2 of the 5 best players in the conference play for Delaware. That's saying a lot, but Devon Sadler and Jamel Higgins are 2 terrific players.
Yes, they are. Devon Sadler, let me tell you, that guy can score. This guy has an incredible body. He has the NBA body and the ball handling skills to go with it. He likes to create space and hit that mid-range or that three-point shot. Will pull up from anywhere at any given time. He's that confident in his skill. The best thing about this kid, he wants to guard the opposing team's best offensive scorer.
And Jamel Higgins is a big guy, Mark, that does it at both ends of the floor. He's a shot blocker.
Yes, he is. Not just a shot blocker. I love this kid. This kid has a future in the NBA or beyond. He has the ability to block shots and rebound and score when called for.
All right, they're about ready to go. It is the Blue Hens of Delaware going against the Patriots of George Mason. Tip-off is next. VASuperteacher.com. The Virginia Lottery, weird game. Kids, don't forget following the game, you're invited to come down on the floor for the post-game free throw shoot and to get autographs with selected Mason players. So kids and parents, please gather on the balcony near Portal 8 after the game. You'll be escorted to the floor by Patriot Center staff for the free throw. Then you'll head up to the concourse for the autograph session. Mason men's basketball returns to the Patriot Center Saturday, February 16th as Mason hosts Georgia State for homecoming 13. Tip-off is 4 p.m., but arrive early for the homecoming block party outside the Patriot Center and stick around after the game for fireworks over Mason Pond. To get your tickets today, please visit the advanced sale ticket window on the west concourse of the Patriot Center, or you can buy online at joemason.com.
George Mason Basketball would like to wish a very happy 69th birthday to Virginia Hoffman. Happy birthday to Karen Gibson. And happy 6th birthday to Ben Weeder. 1 minute to go, kids. 1 minute. Calling all Patriots. Patriot Club members, you can make a difference by referring new donors to support the Patriot Club and Mason Athletics. Current Patriot Club members can receive exclusive prizes including Mason Gear and road trips to Patriot Stadium based on the number of new donors referred. For more information, pledge forms, and full prize list information, please contact the Patriot Club or visit GoMason.com. 30 seconds in our halftime game. Seconds left. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. The long heave. Great game, kids. Let's hear it for Gainesville. This flip is going to go where the noise is. So let's hear some if you want a gift certificate. Mason fans, season ticket deposits for the 2013-14 season are on sale now. Secure your seats for all of next season today by placing a $50 deposit and guarantee yourself the best seats all year long. To place your 2013-14 deposit today, please visit the ticket information booth on the South Console of the Patriot Center. Or you can call the Athletics Ticket Office at 703-993-3270. From now until the start of the second half, you can play Verizon Wireless predictive points. Just tweet at Mason MDB, remember points to the Patriots will score in this game, for your chance to win a Verizon Wireless prize pack. Entry deadline is the end of that time. George Mason Patriots!
We are back to George Mason University. We're at the half. Underdog Delaware is up 33-29. As we look at Yvonne Sadler, a terrific bat line player for the Blue Hens.
Did a great job. He didn't settle. He didn't force nothing. He just probed his way from three, penetration, mid-range. He did it all for him today so far. Look at that. Great screen by Brinkley.
Tell him a volume shooter. He puts up a lot of balls and he hits a lot.
For information on how to book your group
A lot of developments again this week. There's one thing you can be pretty sure of: if you are number one in the country, not going to be there long.
For sure. You want to prefer to stay away from that number one. Stay number two for now.
Nate Walters Sharpshooter for the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State.
Delaware, Kyle Anderson.
Lit up, look at that, 53 points.
53, that's very impressive. Very impressive. I don't know if I can shoot 50. I don't know if I can play 53 minutes along with trying to shoot 50. It's enough to get 53 points.
53 points making, it means you're taking a lot of shots, but he's making them. And look at that, 4 mid-majors in the top 25. Memory still so vivid here of the year 2006 when George Mason went to the Final Four as a mid-major. At the half, Delaware leading George Mason 33-29. With Mark Jackson down quickly, a hot guy for George Mason has been Arledge. He has 12 points on 5 of 7 shooting. And now, with their team down by 4, will he be the go-to guy again as we look at some first half stats here, Mark? Yeah, he's really calling for the ball and hanging on him. You would think he want to step away from him. He's calling for it. Give me the ball. I got this big guy. Arledge, the guy who was called on to start because of the concussion suffered by Johnny Williams. And in the last 3 games, he's exceeded his previous game in scoring. Everyone's been a career game, 14, then 19, then 21, and who knows what he's going to get today. Exactly. 12 at the half. Keeps going the way he is. He's going to break that too. Interesting stat. Delaware started game 7 for 9. Last 20 shots, 3 for 20 in the last 20. Saddler with the hook. Whoa, big time move there. He now has 12. Flashback to Joe Dumars there. Cut across the middle with the hook. Man. There's Arledge. Good pump fake. Pump fake in the big guy, get him off his feet. You've been teaching him that drop step by that time. Good soft touch. Good soft touch. I tell you, there's some big guys in these teams. Oh, good step through. 3. Oh, that's a terrific. Jarvis 3. Jarvis 3 when the in and out crossover dribble, pump fake, and step through for the easy bounce. That was a nice shot. Very impressive. He's an important guy. He's a 12-point-a-game scorer. Today in the first half, he had just 4. Arledge for 3. That in the range? Folks in their battle. Lead. Look at athletic Haggins. Kind of leaked out a little bit. Taking his time to get back from D and needs you in that basket, Haggins. It's a good way to get open shots. It is. Leave early. It's not impressive, though. Coaches aren't thrilled when you're playing defense at 4, but exactly. 39-31. This would be a huge win for Delaware. Blue Hens had a tough time with Towson, losing by 20.
Three-pointer air ball.
Delaware looks like a different team today. Everybody happy at Delaware. Joe Flacco's the man, guy who led the Baltimore Ravens to a Super Bowl championship. Former Delaware Raven, Delaware Blue Hen player.
Hagen's calling for it. Look how Arnold's looking. Ready to double team. Good move. Good drop step there. Pope's got to stay down there.
Here the famous Blue Hens. Vice President Joe Biden, a graduate of Delaware, as of course is Joe Flacco. Rich Gannon, another Delaware quarterback who led to the Blue Hens to, when he was in the pros with the Raiders, them to a Super Bowl appearance against Tampa Bay.
Original Philly fanatic. I didn't go to the top of the game with me.
Even the Philly fanatic.
Is that Joe Flacco right there? No, I don't think so.
Imagine Joe Flacco was a transfer. He wasn't playing at Pitt and he transferred.
Exactly. So right until they left, huh?
Well, I think Monte Ross, the coach of Delaware, said it best. He said, Joe is one of our guys, and when he and the Ravens win, Delaware wins. We all won that day.
Exactly. Good way to look at it, especially as a coach. That's good motivation for your team, especially if they're going to win in the Super Bowl. Salad probing with the Euro step. Euro step is an example for Euro step. What Salad just did, when you take one dribble and you extend your legs to go two more long steps. Unusual. It looks unusual, but it normally is productive in finishing in contact. But right there, he lost the ball going up with it.
The Euro step.
Yes, Euro step. Ricky Rubio trying to bring it to the NBA. Dwayne Wade has did real good with it so far this year.
And sometimes the Euro step be traveling.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They started off on it years ago, but now they've adjusted to it. Post with the turnaround shoulder, right shoulder.
That's a good-looking shot. Just looking over at us, Eric Cooks. Just we saw that, Eric. Eric, a Philadelphia guy.
West Philly.
Right, these guys are going to shoot the ball. Jarvis three bomb.
They're letting it fly, aren't they? Got to get back on D.
I tell you, it's for grown men, that inside game here today.
Sherrod Wright going in there. Delaware relaxed on defense, didn't get back to Sherrod, took full advantage. Get in the lane, calls in the contact. That's what he does. He gets in there, calls contact, get to the free throw line. Now he's about to shoot two.
I just caught, Mark, that watch you're wearing. I can tell you did well. It's worth more than my car.
No. Chris, present from the mic.
Beauty.
Thank you. I'll tell you said that.
At the free throw line, Sherrod Wright, normally an 82% free throw shooter.
And shoots a lot of them, too. Got to put them in.
He's from Mount Vernon, New York.
Ooh, missed two. That's a reoccurrence.
A long list of great players that went to Mount Vernon High School. The Williams brothers, Gus and Ray.
Salad coming off the screen by Brinkley.
The Cray brothers.
Brinkley's calling for it in the post. Gives Post an adequate shot blocker.
Here's Brinkley. He's a big guy. He's tough, and he knows what to do with it when he gets inside.
Two dribble. If you get your feet in the middle of the lane, that should be 2 points or a foul. Good job shooting that right-hand hook shot.
And this, Mark, is the biggest lead for the Blue Hens today. A 12-point advantage on Mason.
Post is really calling for the ball. There you go. Post on his left shoulder with the hook shot. Call for the ball last couple times.
Brinkley fouled by Popes. So we have a break in the action. A 10-point lead for Delaware.
Good job. Popes calling for the ball. Calling for it. I want it. Right hand hook shot with left shoulder. Money.
a surprise so far today. As we're looking at Trevor Scavos. What a young man he is. He is part of the tremendous program they have here at George Mason to help physically challenged children. And Trevor is the most popular guy in the building. He's always with Coach Paul Hewitt. He's the honorary team manager. Comes to the practices, the games, and every player loves him, and he loves them. Trying to get Paul Hewitt's team back up to speed as they're down by 10 at home, Mark.
Yeah, he's trying to get them going. Here they come, George Mason with the pressure. This is notorious for, but Delaware is doing a very easy job breaking. They fill back. Hagen's trying to do with the live pass. Maybe take one more dribble. Make the defender come out and guard you. Do not pass if he's not going to come out and guard you. Keep going to the basket. He passed that 1 second too early. Mason's trying to get Sharon right. Get him coming off the screen. There we go.
That is big time basketball.
Yeah, great screen, Arlen. Doing more than just scoring. Great screen. Very good screen.
The adage about there are shots and quality shots. That was a beautifully team orchestrated open look.
Good job. Good job. What he seen, what the three did see there? He's seen the big man not looking. Coaches always telling you as a big man, get to the paint and get in that lane and cause the wall.
Jarvis Threet was the guy who went to the basket. We come back. He'll be looking to conclude a shot make and one.
Here for the Twins Ace Hardware Ace, the shot contest. Good luck, Harriet. Let's start the clock. Here we go. Go ahead. She's got to make 3 shots. There's one. Twin James Harbor located just a mile from campus. There's 2. She needs 1 more. Bring the chair back. Oh, it's still running. We got 10 seconds. Keep shooting, Harriet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoot from there. Go for it. Oh, let's have a big hand for Harriet. We've got some other prizes for her. Twins Ace Hardware. Come out to Twins for a 20% off bag sale on Saturday, February 16th. Pick whatever you need in your shopping bag and get up to 20% off next Saturday at Twins Ace Hardware.
We're back to George Mason. Don Crickey with Mark Jackson. Jarvis Threet has been hot hand in this game. He's now the leading scorer with 14 points on 5 of 8 field goal shooting. He also has 6 rebounds. A 6'2" guard getting all those marks.
Exactly. Size doesn't matter when it comes to rebounding. It's about heart and determination. He's doing a good job getting it to the big fella.
Delaware number 6, Jarvis Threet.
As Ross definitely said, one of the keys would be rebounding the ball. And everyone's getting in there, not letting Hagen sitting there by himself trying to get them all. Rebound as a team. Do not go down that break.
Paul Hewitt said he thinks 2 of the top 5 players in the conference are from Delaware. He didn't name Threet. He named Hagens and Sadler, but Threet is a very, very solid player. Has been all year. A 12-point-a-game scorer, high percentage. He also gets almost 5 rebounds a game.
Good D by Sadler. Sadler's matchup against Ron Wright. All right, Allen, screen by Colts. Allen pulls up, 3, great screen by Colts. Good job by Allen. By Byron Allen being patient, hitting that 3.
Ryan Allen from Largo, Maryland hits the long ball. It's now a 47-40 game. Delaware with the lead and the ball.
Great pressure D by George Mason. Sadler's having a hard time getting what he wants. They're looking for him. They're running the play for Sadler. Bump by Arledge. Ooh. Sadler tried to go through the lane, and Arledge did what a big man's supposed to do. Bump the cutter. We call it choke the cutter.
His third team's
We look at the standings in the CAA. Northeastern off to a 10-1 start in the conference, 15-8 overall, but they lead the way with Madison and Towson at 8-4. And starting this day, Delaware was a half game behind George Mason. The conference tournament coming up. This will be a one-bid conference for the NCAA championships this year. So
Hogan's doing a good job with a dribble handoff. He faked the dribble handoff and kept it for himself. And the ability to jump in the air and turn his body sideways. Right here. Look at him jump sideways to avoid getting a charge called into him. That is a very good call. He did not jump to Arlish. He jumped through the side. Arlish tried to slide under. And that's a good call by the referees.
Monte Ross has to be well pleased, and that's an adverse development for the Patriots of George Mason. Arledge with his fourth personal foul.
He has to come out the game here. He's doing a good job keeping him in there. Without him, they're going to look to find some scoring from somewhere else. Maybe Copes can step up here.
Cornell Hagens, the senior.
Hagen's not doing a good job of getting and finishing these easy shots. These free throws, they're called free throws. They're free shots. You got to take them. They don't come too often. When they do, you got to take them and run with them.
Hagen's a two-time all-conference defensive team player. He's a good free throw shooter normally, 80% plus for the season.
I looked a little better. He followed through, took his time. First it looked like he followed through on that. He did that time.
Tempo of the game is slowed down. The outset, it was as fast as you can go every time they got the ball both ways. Now the freshman from Serbia, Gujanicic.
Coach, you would truly believe him and Coach are the future of this team. He thinking a few more years these guys will take over. He really likes this kid. He speaks highly of him. His ability to be playing a low post. He actually a pretty good rebounder too. All right, drive with that right hand, but he missed. Copes with the rebound. Good shot being ready.
That wasn't a miss, Mark. That was an assist.
It might have been. That's part of a stat keeper don't think so, though. Delaware breaking George Mason's press very easy with the outlet to Hagens.
Eric Copes now has 10 points. 5 of 5 shooting from the field.
And he's calling for it. They need to give it to him a little bit more.
They ought to give it to him a little bit more.
Good pass by three. Batiste with the
in and out. Copes taps the rebound out.
That was actually a pretty good shot. It just didn't fall for him. Copes the recipient of a great pass. Very good pass. Showing the big man to him and handed it off. Sherrod Wright going with the hook. Missed the Coach with the easy rebound. He was prepared for that rebound. He knew his teammates could shoot. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him stay low, knew he was going to get it. Those who are prepared are always invited. He was prepared to get that. And he was invited to get that easy bucket.
Copes overcoming back surgery last May. He's a freshman from Philadelphia, 6'8". That's a full-grown freshman.
Yes, he is. He's a sophomore, I believe.
Okay, we'll make him a sophomore.
Coach,
13:49 left to play. Copes has 11 points and 7 rebounds.
Coach Hewitt actually sat him against Raymond Murray. He said he's just not healing properly. He wanted to give him time to rest, and it's really paid off. He truly thinks when the last 10 to 14 days he's been 100% and no setbacks. He's expecting a lot out of the young fella.
Here's Jarvis Threet. He has 14.
Good rebound by Hagens. Good position. Good position. Rebounding is about positioning. And if you're athletic to go with it, that just adds bonus points.
Your stock goes up when scouts see that.
Yes, it goes up.
Terrific play by Jamel Hagens. Monte Ross says his two co-captains, Sadler and Hagens, they lead the way in everything we do.
Monte Hagens in there battling the rebound.
Lead the way in practice effort, lead the way off the court. Great captains.
Oh, what a back look. Sadler shoots, gets fouled. foul on first minute. Look at Higgins. Did you see that? Did you see the way he got ready for that rebound? He prepared himself for that. He got there. He seen a shot going up. You can't wait till the shot is taken and get the established position. You have to realize it's coming and get under your man and push him up towards the foul line. That's what great rebounders do. Dennis Rodman was the best at it.
A lot of these great rebounders, you get a lot of them simply because they try for every one.
Yes, you don't. It's about motor, having a motor, knowing that if you play 100% every time and play the right way, things are going to come to you.
Sadler now has 14. Paul Hewitt looking on as his team is back down by 9 again. Trail by 4 at the half. Blue Hens got it to 11. Hard to cut into this league. They're playing tough defense. There's a long ball, but a foul call stops play.
This foul says Delaware's
They were told that Hopes underwent hip surgery in May of 2012.
Let's watch the game with a low block between Batiste and Marco Ginnici. They're really battling down. A great block. Great block and keeping the ball in play.
Leads to a break, but
not taking advantage of by Sadler. Coach Ross is saying that the ball was tipped, but for my sake it wasn't. That was just a bad pass by Sadler. First of all, he jumped to make the pass. You should never jump to make the pass. Stay on your feet.
your options run out when you're in the air.
Yes, it does. They slum it in between.
The freshman, Untitled tries to go to the basket. He draws a foul.
There's a lot of
Batiste.
Possession foul.
There you go. Stay on your feet. Make the proper pass. Let's watch the battle about between Batiste and Marco Ginnici. They're really battling. They're talking to each other too. Marco's very versatile. I like this kid. He's a versatile player. Good size. Most European players are able to pass the ball. He's doing a good job. Batiste was a good guy. Great pass by Sadler. They went for the pick and roll. They jumped out and he slipped. And Sadler gave a great bounce pass. Very good bounce pass. Good job seeing the floor by Sadler.
Baptiste now with 7.
High pick and roll, nothing's coming. Marco's coming for the post. Got the shot blocker up. Got the shot blocker off his feet. And what happens? Draw the foul.
So there's a timeout on the floor with 11:50 to play in the game. Delaware hasn't won here since 2002, but the Blue Hens are up 54-45.
Joe and Debbie have funded and endowed scholarships for the university and recently pledged $25,000 for the baseball stadium renovation project. The Patriot Club thanks Joe and Debbie for their tremendous support. Let's hear it for Joe and Debbie. Okay, any of you hungry out there? If you are, get up and make some noise for the Paisanos Pizza Stream! Delivering hot, delicious pizzas from Paisanos, but only the loudest sections of the Patriot Center.
Tonight at midnight, It's Inside College Basketball. Step inside each game-changing highlight as our experts bring you up-to-the-minute analysis. Don't miss Inside College Basketball coming up tonight, only on CBS Sports Network. The rankings changing week by week. One thing you know, if you're number one, you're going to lose if the form chart continues to hold up.
It's almost like the Madden curse. You're on the cover, you're in trouble. It's almost like number one seed now. You're number one, you're going to lose.
5 weeks in a row, number one has been beaten. George Mason as a university was founded in 1972. 33,000 students. Here's the foul trouble. Arledge, the guy's been so hot, had 12 in the first half, none in the second half, and trouble by a foul. They have to hold him near the end. 4 fouls.
Look at Sherrod right there, second half, 1 for 4 in field goals, 2 points.
Delaware has led from the very outset, building double-digit leads on occasion. Mason makes runs. Delaware gets back in form and pulls away.
Let's speak about free throw disparity. The Delaware is 13 for 16. Mason's now 5 for 9 on free throws. 9 free throws to 16, about to be 10 free throws to 16. That's the difference right there. Delaware's favor.
That is the difference. Charity, some call it. Free throw line. Right now, coming down the court fast as he can go.
Pass. Great hands by Higgins to catch that and pass it out. Read the shot. Look at Higgins' position for rebound. Higgins is showing me he has really good hands. That was a rifle pass, and Higgins caught it, came down with it, made a good pass out 3 for the shot. Look at the position by Higgins. Hope's trying to push him out, but he got in. He calls that. He got in for that position early. And like I said before, folks, having athletic ability with position, the ability to be able to position yourself is number the big plus.
Higgins is a big plus. Rebounder, scorer, shot blocker.
Smash down low with Higgins.
Yeah, he's got a...
That's around right on Higgins. They bring the double team real early. Good job drilling out. Good patience by Higgins. Batiste with the rebound position. Hook shot. Great pass down low. Great hook shot over his left shoulder. Very good move. He didn't force it. He didn't take a dribble. Just went with his pass and took it. Good shot.
Kyle Batiste from Pittstown, New Jersey. He has 9 points. And it's back to a 9-point lead for the Blue Hens.
Salad Pants defense right there. Folks, if you dribble hand off to Sherrod right, Sherrod has a top right there. Oh, but he's looking confused. You know what he wants to do. They're trying to get going. Oh, he's trying to pick and roll. Good split. Marco, he has pretty good ball handling skills. Oh, good hit
down to 4. Breakaway, 3.
Good defense. Good help defense. Everybody jumping for the ball. Led to easy fast break by 3. 3 for 2.
3. Now has 16.
Yeah, right, has to get going here. Colts, good position. Anyone, I've seen that. He's established position early on Batiste. Fake baseline went over his right shoulder. That seemed to be Pope's go-to move, was going over his right shoulder with that shot. He has extremely long arms. Watch the fake. Watch the fake coming down baseline. They didn't do it there. Went over his right shoulder, shot with Batiste. Batiste said he didn't follow him. He did get under him when he shot that. They do call that. When a person shooting, if you go under them, they will call that as a foul. You have to keep space so the person shooting does not come down on your ankle. On their foot to cause an ankle sprain.
So that foul sends Eric Copes to the free throw line. Wyatt fills the building.
Good rebound by number 1 pass Bennett. For George Mason getting a second opportunity.
Harris Bennett in the game in the second half. Does indeed get the rebound. 9-point lead for the Delaware Blue Hens playing defense.
They're looking for Copes now. He has good position, good high-low. A pass Bennett. Pump fake. Good block by Higgins without even jumping. Pass out. Look at that. Oh, whoa, wow. Wow, Higgins is all over the place in his defense. Sherrod Wright tried to up fake and Higgins did not go for it. Getting a little tough down there on the low block. Winky and Ventrell Barnes really battling, trying to box out that big fella. Kind of hard to do. Sherrod Wright with the 3.
Rebound to the Hens again. Hens can't fly, but these Blue Hens are flying today.
Silas playing with it, holding, causing the contact, and it.
Great sequence, transition game. That's the
Good D by Higgins without even jumping. Sherrod Wright, instead of running back and D, looking to the ref for help. Easy drive and kick, and look what it is. Salad for the 3. Started with Higgins D. Started with the defensive player playing great defense.
defense initiating offense. A well-officiated game. These guys have a full workload.
They're letting them play. Great job.
9:25 left to play. A long way to go. But as they trade baskets, Delaware continues to hold a substantial lead. A 61-49 lead now.
Hopes with the rebound. Sadler with his drive. Hopes the rebound. Sherrod Wright pushing it, looking for something. He had numbers. Couldn't make nothing happen. George Mason retains the ball.
Monte David Ross is a pretty controlled, quiet guy as a coach. He said something though before this game.
Yes, he did. Very animated, getting his team involved. He's a player's coach, player's type of coach. He's running.
Big hit. Harris Bennett from Linden, New Jersey.
Here's the number for you.
Timeout Patriots, a 30-second timeout.
Breach has been the man in the second half. He's been filling it up.
They're shooting with confidence. With the crossover, hesitation, going to the lane. Big man was not looking, so he attacked the ball. AKA CP3 does that very well. Hit by Higgins. He's nobody going to come defend it. I'm going to shoot it. Hand in face. He's filling it.
Shoot it he does. 6 of 11 he is for the day. 2 of 4 on three-point shots. And he's the leading scorer in the game with 16 points. Jarvis 3.
Does it on defensive end as well as the offensive end. Look at that. Leads the league in steals.
Still a long way to go. 8:44 to play. 9-point lead for the Blue Hens of Delaware. There's Monte Ross, coached as an assistant for 10 years under Phil Martelli at St. Joseph. And Phil Martelli Jr. is one of his assistants.
Yes. That's a repay the favor. You gave me a chance, I'm going to give your son a chance.
So what you learn from Martelli is that the first thing you learn is how to treat people.
There you go.
Everybody's an equal.
There you go. Sadler comes off the screen by Brinkley. Misses. Higgins with the position again. Positioning himself. Good pass. Good pass by Higgins. Brinkley. Being ready to receive the ball. He knows that they're double teaming his teammate. So when that opposite big man goes up, he slips under behind him. It was a great job of Higgins finding an open man. Let me tell you, I had a phone conversation with Coach Walsh two days ago, and he said one thing that people know about Higgins, he's a very good passer. People know for his shot blocking and rebounding, he's even a better passer and even a better person. Good job.
And I'll tell you, Brinkley is a force also.
Using that body.
Big guy from Richmond, a senior co-captain. 10-point lead again now for underdog Delaware. They've not won here at George Mason since 2002. And that was their only win over the years here.
Yeah. The way they're going now, maybe a little different.
Brinkley has 12. Gotta like that help defense.
Yeah, Arliss is calling for it once again in the shot block. He's calling for it. Dig down low by 3. Pick and roll. Arliss with the rebound. Missing it. Sadler and Kyle Anderson on the break. 2-on-1.
2 shots.
Follow Patrick Holloway. Sadler does a very good job using his strong body to create the contact. Been nice to finish that for his team, though.
So a break in the action with 7:53 to go. Delaware holding to an 11-point lead after leading by 4 at the half.
that.
With Mark Jackson, this is Don Crickey back at George Mason as we take a look at today's AT&T game summary. Free throw shooting is a big difference in this game. A 9 free throw advantage for the Blue Hens as they lead by 11.
They do. Sharon Wright shooting 4 for 14 for 10 points. Sal's doing a good job on both ends on the floor. Fast breaks, Delaware 10, Mason 0.
In their previous game against Towson, Delaware came out, missed their first 8 shots, fell behind 11-0.
Yeah, that's true. Delaware's doing a good job attacking. They're trying to get a steal on the road here to get this win. The way they're going to do that is they have to keep attacking George Mason. When they apply that pressure defense full court, you got to break it and attack the basket, try to get easy opportunity. Don't break the press and bring it outside the play. If you got a chance to score, go take it. And not settling.
They came out shooting well. That was a big difference. They've led all the way, as you know, Mark.
Yes. They're trying to look for Arledge down the block, trying to get them going again. Higgins for the second.
Team's 8.
Paul Hewitt, there's his counterpart. Coach Ross, Monte Ross. Paul Hewitt, 11 years at Georgia Tech as the head coach. Really came to prominence in a 3-year stint as the head coach of Siena.
Yeah.
Had some terrific teams there.
Georgia Tech went to the NCAA championship game. Also, UConn, I believe, 6 first-round NBA picks.
Yeah.
That's a large number. If you're any recruit, you're looking at that saying, I might want to consider that. If you got aspirations playing next level. Ooh, Arledge stepped off the free throw line when he was shooting. Didn't stay there and see it in. They got second chance to run right in there.
But now, Mark Jackson, they got to start connecting on some makes. I mean, down by 11.
Higgins in there, changing his shot. Paris Bennett went in there. Higgins, with his long athletic ability to be able to block shots, caused him to alter his shot and made him miss it. Good job. 3 is running the play. Sal off a double screen. Breakley's calling for the post. Arledge is doing a good job front and calling for help. Good job, Higgins, clearing the other side, coming up to the low post, high post rather. Salah with the step out 2-pointer. Once again, using his ball handling skills to create his shot, create space between him and his opponent to get that shot off uncontested.
He got it off uncontested. It's a 66-53 game with 6:55 to play. Sadler now with 20 points for the day, a 19-point-a-game scorer on the average.
Arledge with the jumper. There we go.
And you're 6'9" with a left-hand stroke from the arc.
Remember to go to the room, use the lefty, you was automatically designated as a shooter.
That is.
Until I met Rick Brunson from Temple, and that totally changed my views on left-handed players.
You played at Temple where you had practice time 5 in the morning.
Yeah, if I get up early, Salad, once this step back move, creating space, shooting over the 6'9". Arledge hitting the left-hander, hitting the shot. Good shot. Good, nice arc on it.
College basketball continues all day on the CBS Sports Network. Up next, Memphis heads to Southern Miss. At 6 p.m., Fresno State meets San Diego State. At 8 o'clock this evening, the women cap off the night as San Diego State tips off against Fresno State. Right now, we've got George Mason trying to get back into a game that has been dominated really by Delaware with great overall floor play, attacking, help defense, getting to the line and making free throws.
Yes, they are.
To make free throws, you got to get to the line.
There you go. You got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. Delaware is not falling prey to George Mason's pressure. Look at the able to break that pressure, no problem. Bad pass by 3, but they was able to get it back. That's been one of the key factors. George Mason, they get in people's head on the defense and put that pressure, and guys fall apart. But Delaware is not falling for that. They're not falling for that. They're sticking strong, running their sets.
Right now, they're probably going to go deep into the shot clock, you would think, with an 11-point lead, 6:30 to play, away game.
We got the 6'9" guarding, 6'9" Arledge guarding 3.
They didn't go too deep in the shot clock. They're still looking to put it up.
Delaware's doing a great job of running his sets. That was one of the keys Coach said. Don't let George Mason force you to do something you don't want to do. Play your game. Hope for the rebound. Good up fake.
Holloway can't get it to go. A step in gives him an open look as the defender went by, but now the Delaware Blue Hens, Jarvis 3 with the ball, having a big game. He's got 16 points.
Vegas at the ball top of the key. Ringley ducking and good on Holloway. Salad doing what he does, probing with the ball, trying to create some offense. Good move. Brinkley took that. He made Coach bang him. Or the rule, when you're trying to be physical on the block, the referee rarely calls the first contact. They call the second one. Brinkley hit Coach with his shoulder. Coach tried to recover. Referee called it.
That's a DQ also. Good night to Eric Copes. Fifth foul.
Brinkley dribbles. Watch what he does. He initiates the contact. See that? And then Copes tried to recover. And hit. There was a second hit. Referee calls that. He calls the second one. He rarely calls that first hit. Copes found out the end. That's going to hurt them defensively. He's a really good shot blocker, just recovering, getting 100%, no setbacks in his game. It's going to hurt them. Delaware is going to look to be more aggressive on that low post. They have been from the beginning. They're going to look to keep going at it.
Copes was a productive player again today. Mark with 13 points and 10 rebounds, but he's done now with 5:30 still to be played, and his team down 66-55.
And most of that offense production came in the second half. They were not looking for him in the first half as much.
Brinkley going to the line. He's been effective there. He's 4 of 4 for the day.
5:30 left in the game. Plenty. You got to hit these free throws. You can keep getting there. You got to hit them.
Josh Brinkley, a senior from Richmond, Virginia, where the CAA Conference Championship tournament will be played. Delaware is, for the day now, 16 of 21 at the free throw line.
Doing a good job.
Over 85%.
And that's coming from being it does breaking George Mason D and attacking the basket, getting easy free throws. Brady got to hit that 50% right there on those two. Each basket counts now when you try to keep this win, especially on the road against George Mason. Wow, right forward. Good step out defense by Higgins. Look at the D. Look how everybody's ball side. Look at that. Rebound by Higgins. Everyone's ball side. That's great. That's very good defense by Delaware. They're doing a good job.
Yeah, Higgins. He shows up all game long doing things.
Rich running the clock, trying to get a play. Salad missed the easy one there.
Sherrod Wright. Guard comes down with the rebound. Good move to the basket.
Maybe have to step up there. You can't let a big guard come through the paint and get an easy, uncontested shot. Oh, look how the three just break the press over Holloway. Holloway can't keep him in front of him. There again, George Mason seems like that pressure is not bothering Delaware.
Oh, and a guy can play fast like Freet. Blows right by the pressure. 4:20 to go, and Delaware still in a double-digit lead, a 10-point advantage.
Salas probing, doing what he does, trying to find open man. Bad shot. He dribbled the ball too long and turned around shot too far away. You got to get everybody. Got time to win the game now. Be aggressive. Don't take anybody's shots. Great shot. Very good shot by Byron Allen. Came to the jump stop. George Mason's falling back out there press. They're realizing that Delaware's beating and getting easy opportunity. Good decision by Coach Hughes. Back him out of it. Show him something different.
Jump stop, set it all up, and now it is a 67-59 game. Delaware with the lead. Down low.
High low.
Brinkley.
High low. Higgins with a great pass to Brinkley. Brinkley pushed his opponent up to the foul line so Higgins got on top of the key. More space to make the pass.
Brinkley now, Mark, has 15.
Byron Allen all over the place. With the rebound.
Time very much is factor now, down by 10. George Mason goes to the defensive end. They need stops with 3:05 to play.
He stops. 3 is doing a great job. Look at him. Open with the ball, up faking, getting the ball in the saddle with 15 on the clock. Let's see what he's going to do. Be careful with the 5 seconds. He likes to dribble, ladies and gentlemen. Kyle Anderson for 3, the shooter.
Harlan soars out of the corner to get the rebound.
Ron Wright has to get it going. It's never too late. There we go. Doing what he does. Getting in that paint, falls in the contact with right hand.
Delaware foul number 7.
Helps greatly when you're behind and you can make points with the clock stopped. You'll go to the free throw line. We are back to George Mason, starting down the stretch run. Delaware never won here since 2002, and right now the Blue Hens, who've led from the outset, are holding to a 10-point lead. There is Sherrod Wright, key player, and there's Sadler, the backline player. He's been guarding much of the day. Sadler with 20 points.
Wright with 8 points in the first half, only 2 in the second, 1 for 5 in field goal, 4 for 14 total, 10 points. 2:38 left in the game. Sherrod Wright trying to get to the free throw line. Team scored, got to get it going. And they're looking to get the ball, he's just not hitting.
Paul Hewitt, a very highly regarded coach everywhere he's been, and now he sees one of his backline players, Sherrod Wright, hit the free throw. Looking now to cut it to 8.
One of the keys of the game now is keeping Wright in check. Doing a very good job. Salah's doing a very good job keeping him in line and then able to score on the other end.
You're behind, you can't score if you don't have the ball. They need stops, George Mason.
George Mason's trap finally came through for him. So they kind of left Salah.
30 seconds.
So a timeout on the floor. Delaware lead down to 8. We're back. 2:30 to go. Down quickly with Mark Jackson and George Mason. Monte Ross, a big win in the offing, it would seem. 1-12 all-time is the team of Delaware Blue Hens at George Mason. They've not won here since 2002, but today they've led from the outset. Playing great basketball, getting to the free throw line, aggressive attacking defense, and now they inbound the ball, looking to run clock.
And let's keep in mind, timeouts. Delaware has 3, George Mason 1. Almost a crucial turnover by Kyle Anderson there. George Mason decides to go back with the press. Let's see how Delaware handles this.
Big factor marked in this game, the three-point shooting of Delaware. They've hit 6 of 14, and they've hit 17 of 22 free throws.
The big fella hand the ball, pick it up away from your guards. Sadler has it, Byron Allen guarding. George Mason picking the press. That's what they do. Scrap the defender. Get in your face. Good no call by the ref. Letting them play. Letting them play. Marco with the rebound. Corey Evans bring it up.
Pressure on now, though. They have to hit every trip, down by 8 with 1:55 to go.
They're looking for Arledge. They look for Arledge, trying to get him going. Stroud Wright's not getting the ball, so they're trying to find some answers from Arledge. I think they need to go back to him more in the low post, though. I think he's been doing this successful. Getting on low post against Higgins, and you hit him with his body and finish him with them hooks.
Beautiful inbound play, but they can't convert.
The lid's on the basket with Stroud Wright, ladies and gentlemen. Marco shoots that three. He can do that. Marco inside and outside.
That was his first three-pointer, but it was by far the longest three-pointer of this day.
Great pass to him. Good job, Fonz.
So it's a 5-point game with 1:40 to go.
Had time to set it up. Hit it. Look at the intensity.
Great game here at George Mason. Our producer today, Deb Bulak. Director Craig Harris. Executive producer Ross Malloy. President of the CBS Sports Network is David Burson. The chairman of CBS Sports is Sean McManus. Thank our entire CBS Sports Network crew as they've battled and never let up. The Delaware Blue Hens coming off a 20-point loss to Towson, completely turning their game around today. But right now, Mason's on a 9-2 run to cut it to 5 mark.
Yeah, they are. George Mason's, their press is actually working now. Delaware did a good job breaking it in the early part of the game, but now it's starting to pick up. Maybe some fatigue setting in for Delaware guards there, or maybe some nervous legs. Delaware has to maintain the composure, run their sets, which is one of the keys. Don't let George Mason force them if they're doing something they don't want to do. That's one of Coach Monte Ross's keys.
The other aspect, you start fouling Delaware to stop the clock, but these guys hit free throws.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go hack the shack out here, because these guys are hitting these free throws. I don't know if you want to call it back. You want to put them on the free throw line. So good aggressive pace.
The Hack-a-Shack.
Yeah, put them on the free throw line, hoping they miss, so you get easy shots at the other end. Slowly but surely cut that lead down, but Delaware's hitting good free throws.
1:38 to go. 5-point lead for George Mason. Delaware with the ball and the lead.
Really doing a good job creating separation.
Three. Brinkley. Lights out.
Great pass by three. Good hands by Brinkley to get that and finish.
7-point lead.
Pretty good.
They just got to start watching. George Mason.
Going to Arledge again.
Inside of a minute to play.
All right. They're trying to get him going.
Man, 2 chances, rebound. And now a foul.
Watch that big man step up there. Found Brinkley, good hands to catch and finish. Good hands to catch and finish. Brinkley, what, 17 tonight?
He has 17 indeed.
Been a good recipient of easy buckets.
That bucket might have been the knockout punch, and now they're going to add to it as 3's at the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter.
This should be a big win for Coach Monte coming in George Mason.
Monte's got to be a happy guy. He said last night at the practice, we're ready to play well, and they've backed it up.
He's not going to show it, though. He's a Philly guy. He's not going to show that emotion. Bad D by Higgins. Gotta stay focused. Do what got you here. Do what got you that lead. Do what got you that lead. Bad D by Higgins. He had to step up, prevent him from driving, force him to pass, or back up and he could attempt to block the shot. You can't just stand there and reach with your hands. Refs could have called a foul on that if they really wanted to.
Delaware goes home to play its next game against Old Dominion. It's Monday night. Threet has 18 points. At the free throw line where he's hit 4 or 5.
Make it 19.
Next time up, George Mason will be at Drexel in Philadelphia next Thursday night.
That's going to be a good game. George Mason needs every win counts.
We'll be there.
Yes, he will.
Right now,
there you go.
Ryan Allen working stuff. 24 seconds to go. 6-point game.
Still time. Still time.
Hey, you see a lot of fouling and sending guys to the line trying to get back in, but rarely works.
Yeah, it does. It does.
But there's no other option.
Yeah.
Don't run the clock out if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in hitting. It'd be an exception if the team's having an off night. When the team is shooting free throws like Delaware, it's kind of, it puts you more and more in the hole. Stops the clock, though. It keeps time on there for you, though. Salas at the free throw line now.
Ron Salas shoots 2.
21 to 26 mark for the Blue Hens at the free throw line.
22 to 27. You can get 27 free throws. That's showing how aggressive you're being. You're not selling for jumpers. You're attacking, getting in that paint.
13-point advantage at the free throw line for Delaware. 14-point advantage. 8-point advantage on the scoreboard with just 20 seconds left to go.
Take a roll, pull up for 3.
Mason is out of timeouts.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Just got to keep bringing the pressure and hope some easy steals. Hope some easy steals there.
He's replaced by Patrick Holloway.
Holloway fouls out. Look, Holloway's in the game. Byron Allen's in, fouls out.
And heading to the free throw line is Kyle Anderson.
2 shots for Kyle Anderson.
The Delaware Blue Hen from Newark, Illinois. Not Newark, Delaware.
I was about to say that. I never knew they had a Newark, Illinois.
Got one in New Jersey, we know.
Yeah, very well.
Good controlled shooting by Kyle Anderson. The excellent free throw shooting of the Blue Hens carries the day for a big upset win. 8 seconds to go. Reed will dribble it out.
The sportsmanship not going for the layup with some time.
They're going to be playing again, maybe in the conference tournament. 79-72 is the final. Delaware with an upset win. For Mark Jackson and our entire crew, this is Don Trickey. For scores, highlights, features, and more, go to cbssports.com. A terrific effort by Delaware and a great win for Coach Monte Ross. His team never trailed in this game. In their previous game against Towson, they were down 11-0 at the outset, never got back in it.
That's true. You know, even in the Towson game, Coach Monte said he truly thinks their first 11 shots were shots that they wanted to hit, and they just missed them. Tonight they were aggressive, hit shots, and hit their free throws, put pressure on George Mason's defense.
Well, this is a very, very big win for Delaware. Of course, February is the month, as you know, Mark, when you want to start playing your best as the conference tournament lies ahead. And everybody dreams of doing what Mason did in 06.
And Mid-Major's having a good year this year. They got to keep it going. Maybe Delaware could be one.
Playing like this, they're going to win a lot more games between now and the end.
To
one good conference this year. So the battle will be on. And that is the story from George Mason, 79-72 Delaware. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Thank you for joining us.